way to the auction. We're going to meet Dave there. Say good morning, George. It's a pretty nice day. Some high clouds, which is really good for standing around an auction all day. Maybe it won't get too hot. They're saying mid 70s today, so good auction weather. All three of us having a good time at the auction. Hadn't bought anything yet.
2, 2, 4, 5 is the buyer. We're going to move right along.
George, what do you think? Think any one of those?
Lot number 41, it's a 1999 on the F450 Super Duty Power Stroke.
Can't look it up because all they got online auction.
Comes with the blade.
Look at here, it's got the service frame here on the compressor and everything. On the go here, on the go, 7,500.
Very big hit.
Yeah.
Number 386, 386, about 386. On its own, the big lock number 309, 309, on the strong lines, and straight little flat dead, calm the smoke, no time again. Pounds another bit, pounds another bone, 1,000, pounds another bone, pounds another bone, 1,000, pounds.
95 internet, bank 99 internet. Don't be late now. 95.
What's that, like Cheerios?
I'll get her to pose for you. Boopy.
9,500. 9,500. Bank 95.
Well, the storm is here. We're making our way back to the truck. Starting to hail a little bit. Donk. Some stuff at the hardware store here in Fairbanks. Some errands to run before we go back to Nenana. So far we're staying dry. Yep, it does rain in Alaska. Yo! Picked up the water tank on wheels. Tank we bought last year at the auction. We're going to take it out and use it to fertilize the corn out at the farm. Saturday night. Been a busy day, but that's okay. We're getting things done and making progress. Some pretty good thunderstorms brought rain to the area. Looks like they're moving through. Should be a nice evening. Turn around. we do the nightly ritual of fueling the skid steer. About 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, me and George came out to check on the farm, fuel the skid steer, that kind of stuff, look around a little bit, and we'll be back out here first thing in the morning and get busy working again. Air is dirty. The sun's pretty. There's the rotary port. Rough and squeaky. Squeaks. Look out George's window, you get vertigo. Good morning, Belle. She's a rather determined dog. She says, "Is it time to go yet?" Well, good morning. Sunday morning. A few scattered clouds. Not too bad. Head out to the farm. Gonna set up some irrigation. Fertilization. Corn's going to get hungry. Get that all set up and see what else we can get into. And 'tis that time of year. Oh, get a picture of here with me. The lilac is just starting to bloom good. And it definitely goes in cycles. Some years it has a lot. Some years it just has a few. This year the bush just has a few. And on the other side of the yard, its buddy is always a little bit behind. Oh, I hear some birds. Somebody is not happy. They think I am too close to their nest. Well, they did a good job of hiding it. I don't see it right off. Anyways, back to the lilac. This one's close. So one on the other side. Something about a dog and a pickup truck and an open window, isn't there? Just another typical Sunday in Nenana. Got the co-pilot today. This weekend was a pretty busy weekend. Saturday, the entire day was spent at the auction. We did manage to pick up some storage, a 40-foot refrigerator trailer. They're insulated, well built. It's going to be great to have some nice, dry, secure storage at the farm to put tools in and other supplies. As far as the road out to the agricultural property, it gets better and better every week as it gets more and more traffic on it, and they grade it more and run the compactors over it more and more. The road is constantly improving. But it's really exciting to watch everything change at the farm. As we get more and more land cleared, we can start to see what the landscape's like and what we have to work with. Super exciting. Well, an absolutely beautiful day out here at the farm. A few clouds are going to burn off, looks like. Nice to actually have the shade at the moment. We'll do a crop tour here in a little bit, show how things are going. Okay, I have changed oil in the generator that runs the electric pumps, and I've got that all started back up. Now we'll do a little bit of flow test. I need to check and calculate the flow and how much the fertilizer injector sucks in. That way we can know how rich to mix the fertilizer to get it into the corn. So part of that is we'll mix the solution in that container, and then it'll get ducted in and get sent into the corn. I'll see if I can get some of that on video for you. Yeah, we'll do a corn update. These guys are looking like. So they're on their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like the 6th leaf is starting to come out. They're getting fed today. Apparently Belle is watching it. So injecting fertilizer into the irrigation system. Skeeter dog. What you think, Belle? You hear Dave? Yeah, he's over there a ways. Off that direction. Pretty tough walking through here. I mean, that's what it looks like if you're not on the path that the skid steer made. And it's not a perfect trail either with just a pass or two, but it sure is better than walking through that. If you're not having to go around the brush, you're having to go over the logs. Belle says I'm slow. There's Belle. She's got them skeeters. All right, Belle. So that's what it looks like when you make 2 passes with the mulcher. And that's what 1 looks like when you're kind of in a hurry. Just traveling, not really trying to do much. Of course, you're going along, you occasionally have to go around those guys. So that'll all just be the process of coming back and stacking those. So other than having to deal with, you know, just the down trees and things like that, it's actually pretty nice ground for clearing. I mean, the large trees have fallen over and have rotted. Stumps are pretty much all rotten. There's some to pick up and some to deal with, but really not that bad. If this was all unburned forest, this would be a totally different operation. And I'm sure this area has burned and regrown and burned, regrown countless times. A cycle that's as old as the land itself. It's Sunday afternoon, little after noon. Everything's doing good. Gonna give the oats a little bit of fertilizer, and we're feeding the corn. I gave it some pelletized fertilizer on the non-plastic corn, and the corn with the row cover on it is getting some through the irrigation system. The weather's been good today. Been a good weekend. Temperature's about 70 degrees, some high clouds. Everything's drying out nicely, coming along good. So I'll throw some fertilizer out on this, and we'll go check out and see what Dave's doing. Well, that's that. Let's go check out, see what Dave's up to. Really nice steady breeze with low humidity. I sure wish we had a field or two of hay about ready to cut. Talk about an ideal day for it. So anyways, let's go check out and see what Dave's up to. Things have dried out considerably in the last few weeks. Coming, Belle? She's under the truck. You gonna sit there? Way under the truck in the shade. I don't blame her. Anyways, things are drying up. It has not been a very warm spring, even for the interior. We have had a fair bit of rain. But it still amazes me as to how quickly it's drying out. So Dave's coming to see us.
You'd already been over.
No.
Oh, I finished everything that I...
Over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides just diving in
Right.
to virgin stuff I hadn't got into yet.
Yeah. You're gonna go work on that other spot, or
Yeah, might as well.
get ready, that way
Yeah.
don't get caught up. Okay, I'll go over and check that out, and then I'll be up there. Belle. She comes. How you doing, Belle? Such a good dog. Yeah? You happy, dog? We're making good progress. A lot of the standing trees, even some of these popples that are alive, will go ahead and come out. We chose to leave pretty much anything large or alive in place until after we've cleared most of the ground around it. Because there's not a whole lot of mature trees left on this property. So if we don't have to take it down, we'll leave them. But you can't have a bunch of trees in the middle of a field either. Finally getting it down to a system. It works really well to go through. You have to carve some trails out first and then mulch up to the trees. Then come in and grab them and stack them in a pile. That way, come fall, when it's time to burn, the piles will burn quickly. There is no dirt in them. And that is epic. For anybody who's burned stump piles before, you know it's a challenge to get the root balls to burn up. And once the dirt's mixed in, it's just a pain all the way around. So it's a two-step process. Mulch. Remove logs. We are almost to the back property line. So it's probably one more week in this corner, and then parcel 91 will be cleared all the way from the swamp to the down here, all the way over to the property line. From everybody here at the farm, thanks for watching. Well, it's a beautiful day. See the beaver pond and swamps behind us. Little tour of what's been cleared so far. Pretty amazing. Couldn't have done it without everybody's help. And we're going strong. Getting our rhythm down. So, Dave's taking a break from clearing back here, and he's gone up to make a spot for that new trailer we bought at the auction. So we have somewhere to store equipment and supplies. So he's gonna go work on that the rest of the day. I've got to pack things up here and get ready to go back to work. You ready to go home, Belle? You ready? These are about the biggest hills we've got so far. There's a few around. Really nothing that's going to bother a tractor. You may want to go up them, straight up and down and not side hill on them, but nothing too terribly steep. Besides, there's not a lot we can do about the hills anyways, so might as well work with them. Yeah, update on the dozer. It's dozering again. Which is good. Yeah, I didn't have a union, so I had to make do. That's okay, it worked. I don't want to drive all the way back to the house for a union. Okay, let's go check on Dave, see how he's doing. Okay, shot some video of the mulcher working. This is pretty typical. Since we're making a spot to park the trailer, this might be a little more intensive mulching than if we were clearing the land. But one pass, you go over it, get the brush, get as many of the logs as you can, and then come back, and on the back up mulching, that's when it really chews it up and runs it through the mulcher itself and breaks everything down into little pieces. The more hours we spend on the equipment, the more we understand the best way to use it for this situation. Every time we use it, we're amazed at how good a job it does. Okay, enough of me talking. I'll let you guys watch the mulcher work. Hey, Dave's off. So are me and Belle. Think, Belle, you seen it? What's up, man? Good dog. Truck. This is how they run with their loads of gravel. Groups of ever how many trucks there are. The first driver normally holds up the number of fingers of trucks so you know how many there are, because you can't always see the entire distance. I was like, ooh, what's this? So, doing their thing. And then the water trucks getting water, both for dust control and help with compaction.